Hello from Niagara Falls, one of North America's major tourist destinations, around 80 miles from Toronto. Here some of the athletes and their families are enjoying a day out organised by the Royal British Legion. At the Games, Team UK's medal count has passed the 50 mark with success in 4 sports on Tuesday. Kath Brazier has all the latest from the action.
Hardly ideal conditions for the cycling time trial, with temperatures in Toronto still reaching 30 degrees. That didn't stop Team UK though. A gold and silver medal double for Carl Allen Dobson and Wayne Harrod were just 2 of the British cycling medals won during the day.
Carl's a machine, hell of a machine, and for this sort of racing, when you're a partnership in the same grouping, you've got to keep it going. And that's what drove me today, knowing that he was number 1 and I was number 2 off, and then I was counting the pedal pushes from when I saw him, so the beat was on. I just had to keep it going, so hell of a warrior to follow.
We've helped each other out throughout the time, you know, just with tactics. We knew we were in the same category anyway, so we had some sort of plan anyway, and tomorrow for the crit race, we've got another plan, and we'll talk through things again.
In downtown, the gold rush continues. Martin Ty added the heavyweight top prize to his collection after success in athletics. Scott Simon won bronze in the same category. Outside the city centre, it was time for the Games' newest event, and one perhaps more suitable during a heat wave. On the course, the UK were equally as hot, taking 2 golds. Perfect timing by Prince Harry, who arrived just as David Scott and Cornelia Oosthuizen won their gender categories.
It was a long 18 holes, 5 hours, but absolute privilege. A beautiful course. I think one of the top 50 or 60 in the world, so I'm counting my blessings.
Everybody that does well encourages the rest of the team from a psychological perspective, so that's what's important.
Meanwhile, in the late event, indoor rowing, triple amputee Mark Ormrod was among the medalists, achieving silver at his first Invictus Games. Attention now turns to the criterion cycling and sitting volleyball final events. Kath Brazier, Forces News, Toronto.
After starring at the Invictus Games 3 years ago, former Royal Marine JJ Chalmers has moved to television presenting. He's been speaking to Kath Brazier about his Invictus memories and his new career.
In 2014, we had an idea that it was going to be something special, but we just didn't realise the scale of it, and we didn't realise how big it was going to be. I mean, I'd never seen this much bunting in my life, and that's what you know. I can see the competitors who have a better idea now what they're to expect, but it always you know is much bigger than your expectations could ever be. I was in the athletes' village this morning talking to athletes, and it's, you know, the things they were saying and the sparkle in their eye I remember having, and that's a really nice thing. The thing for me that's so exciting really is, you know, you think about what these competitors are going to do this week. You know, think about if they win medals, think about if they get personal best, whatever it is, that's great. I can't wait to see where they'll be in 3 years' time, because I can't believe where I am in 3 years' time. We know that Invictus is something special. It's something different from the Paralympics. It's different from other sporting competitions we've been part of. And you know, I know how life-changing these things are. And so to be able to sort of share that experience, and you've got to remember that these competitors have never been to a World Championships, they've never been to a Paralympics, they've never seen anything on this scale before. To get the opportunity to come to places like this and be a part of it, you know, that's the greatest honour in the world, to get to be able to do that. So yeah, I completely pinch myself every day. And I have so many people to thank for that, you know, and it begins all the way back in Afghanistan when I should have been dead, let alone, you know, 6 years later being a TV presenter. But it's everybody that's had a part in shaping me, and then the people that have backed me in this particular field when I kind of thought it would be a nice idea. Wouldn't it be nice to go to the Paralympics and be a presenter, or come back to the Invictus as a presenter? This is home, and of course I'm talking to you guys. You guys were there when I was, you know, when I was nobody, and I'm slightly less nobody now, and you're still here. And yeah, I was always told since day one of just be yourself, and that's what I tell the competitors when they come in to talk to us in the studio, wherever it is, because rightfully they can be nervous about what's going on, but at the end of the day, they're the expert in their story. Nobody can tell it better than them. Actually, the thing which you kind of look forward to here is that you don't know where the amazing moment's going to come from. You know that if there's a great competitor, that they might win the gold, and that'll be fantastic. But actually, you don't know if it's going to be the person that comes in last, but it's the fact that the crowd were on their feet the whole way through, like, like we had with the Jordanian Alpha Al-Zawahiri, in 2016. That created an amazing moment, and nobody knew that was going to come. And so actually, that's the thing that excites me the most is what is going to be that moment. It could come from anywhere, and that's what's so special about these games.
The Invictus Games can be a stressful time for the athletes, but luckily there are some furry friends on hand with a helping paw. Therapy dogs help competitors and their families de-stress between events in Toronto, as I found out. They are the furry volunteers going down a storm at the Invictus Games. The St John Ambulance Therapy Dogs are playing their part in helping the competitors in Toronto. They're on hand to mix with the athletes to help them cope with the pressures of the Games.
We've got people from all over the world in a situation that can be very stressful and very fun, and our job is just to interact with people and help take some of the stress away. When you introduce a dog into a situation, it takes no effort at all to just be friends and be happy, and often dogs remind people of being at home.
The therapy dogs are based at the Athletes' Village in downtown Toronto. US swimmers have used dogs like these before their Olympic trials to help cope with stress, and the same principle is being used here to help the competitors deal with the demands of the Games. He may be small, but Mr. Charlton here has got a very big job at these Games, helping the athletes relax and de-stress so they perform at their best during competition time. And no matter where you're from, it seems everyone here is a dog lover.
I like every dog. I have a dog at home, and also I love every dog. I'm a friend from the dogs.
Incredibile, bellissimo. Have the pet therapy, it's fantastic.
They're just scrumptious, they're all cute, they're all so well behaved, and they are therapy dogs, but everyone's cuddling them, they're just gorgeous.
And it's not only the athletes who are getting the benefit. It seems everyone is keen to take time out from the hustle and bustle of the Invictus Games and enjoy some quality time with these dogs.
Everybody loves them. They're a hit wherever we are. On the way here, as we're wandering around, there's kids and families. Everybody's loving them. And they go across all the boundaries of barriers and culture and race. Everybody likes to pet a dog.
David McCann, Forces News, Toronto. That's all from us. Be sure to subscribe for more action from the Games tomorrow.